Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I guess by now you've actually heard, read or seen the awful situation that's happening in Venezuela. When I say awful, it is really quite telling when we watch and listen or read from both sides of the coin of this situation. It is quite nuanced and dynamic on all fronts. Some people are for it in Venezuela, others are not for it in Venezuela. Part of the government is shouting out, fight it. This is an invasion of our country. Our president was voted for and he won legally. This is an act of defying international law, and the list goes on. I have an article, a little article in my post area on my YouTube channel discussing this. And what I wanted to share with you is when I approach topics, people, situations, ordeals that are happening on a global scale, 80 to 90% of my strategy is approaching it from an historical point of view. I just don't look at what's happening here and now. I go into history. I look at the history of the topic, the person, the situation. Therefore, I hope you'll keep that in mind, that when I do write-ups, when I do my reels, when I speak about issues, I first of all go through a historical analysis in my mind to come to maybe causing my viewers or readers to think. That's what I love to do the most. I want us to get thinking again, analysing, contemplating, because we're losing that in our society and culture in this present day. So I hope that makes sense to you all. And I am keeping a track of what's happening in Venezuela and other things as well. In regard to Erica Kirk and the Charlie Kirk assassination, that research is still continuing. I'm in the area of looking at Erica Kirk's mother, who is actually Lebanese Syrian, and they come from a town in Lebanon, in northern Lebanon, that I'm looking into. Her mother's maternal maiden name is Abbas. And so I'm looking into that as well. A lot of my work I do on YouTube, TikTok for the young ones. I never wanted to join TikTok. I literally loathe the thought of joining TikTok. I felt really compelled to do it last year, late last year. Well, actually mid last year, right? Therefore, I thought, okay, then I'll surrender. I'll put up the white flag and surrender. And that's what I've been doing, because that's where the young are. Yes, I'm middle-aged, but I still want to reach and have an impact on the young. And please also keep in mind, my mind is racing at the minute because there's so much I want to say before I get into what I need to do next, which is my study of classical Arabic. So keep in mind also, and in prayer, please, I'm really praying about somebody joining me on my channel, joining me to discuss our culture, to discuss what's happening on a global scale from a Christian worldview. And I would love that to be a female, a Christian female. I mean, even a non-Christian, but I will prefer Christian. Don't get me wrong, all are welcome on my channel, everyone. And I'm always looking into all aspects of a situation from all fronts. But mine is a biblical worldview. For those that don't know, you'll find that out in the About section of my channel. Or I'm reaching up to 5 minutes, so I don't want to be too long. So please keep that in mind in prayer. Also, the writing streaming room, because I need a place where I can isolate myself away from the busyness and the noise of the family area due to only just being on a dining room table. And I hope in time to come I can look back at this video and say, hey, this is where I was, this is where I am now. I do most of my work on my office desk. It's a very dark area of our house, and therefore I don't want to film or stream there, should I say. But that's where my office desk is positioned. It's quite a large office desk because my husband and I also run a business that I don't talk about much, but we do run a business. And then I've got my writing, cultural critic and researching and poetry and author side of things. So it's really quite, I don't know, what would you say, dynamic in many ways. So if you could keep that in mind and thought, and feel free to share my video and my channel with others, I would really appreciate that as well. So I'll leave that there for now, and until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and I shall bid you au revoir.